That time you was talking because you thought you hit live. That just happened. But I'm in here now. Lunchtime. Lunchtime. Guess I can prepare my plate right now. Hey, atmosphere. What it do? My little push baby. Happy Monday. Best day of the week it is. The absolute best day of the week. I'm excited. Mm. Let me find out they coleslaw good. Okay. Bust it down, Brown. Bust it. How you doing today, Gary? Your live was good. From what I could hear, I kept getting phone calls, so I was in and out. But I like the track you was on in your preparation for 2024. I'm all for that, and I feel like preparation is now. Honestly, what we waiting for? Other than that, I hope everybody is doing well today. Before I start talking, I hope everybody's doing well. Had a good weekend. A good start to your week. I had a pretty good weekend. What did I do? I didn't really do nothing. I hung out Friday, I think. Was that Friday? I don't even remember hell. But yeah, I was trying to get back and say, where your water at? Supposed to tell that thing, go on and get behind me. You know what that's about. Especially if you wasn't coughing prior to the video. Yeah. There's a lot of little things going around right now trying to shut up people's voices. And that falls under the kill, steal, and destroy aspect of things. We know it's something valuable that is coming out of your mouth for the simple fact something tried to stop you from speaking. I remember one day, I forgot what had been going on, but I was talking. Oh, when I lived in that one hellhole of an apartment, and I was trying to get out of it, and I was basically praying and stuff. But it's like the more I prayed, the worse things seemed to get. So at one point, I remember laying on the couch and I was asleep. And I don't know if I was just I don't well let's put it this way. I was laying down on the couch. I don't know if I was asleep or just in the middle of a dream or if I was in the middle of a vision. It's like I didn't see anything in it, but in this moment, I couldn't say anything. I was trying to speak and I couldn't talk. Listen, I was fighting and I can literally feel myself like lips tight. I can't open my mouth. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh, hell no. I know I'm trying to say something. Till it got to the point where I'm like this. Ain't nobody there but me in the room. I can't open my mouth. And I remember thinking, Jesus. And I just kept thinking, Jesus. And the whole time, I'm still trying to open my mouth and say it. I couldn't say it. So I just kept thinking it. And then finally, I was able to start mumbling it. And then whatever it was broke off. Man, I sat straight up. That was the scariest moment in my life. And I can look at it two ways. I can look at it as the enemy trying to shut me up. Or I can also look at it as a way of God saying, if you don't say what you're supposed to say, I'm going to stop you from being able to say anything. And from that day on, I'm like, yeah, it might not feel right, look right, sound right, but if I'm supposed to say it, I'm saying it. Who was that in the Bible? And he shut his mouth. This is start with a Z. You know, I can't stand going referring to it. If I had known not to talk about this, I would have looked it up. Shut that man's mouth. I can't imagine not being able to speak. So when there's an attack on your voice like that, we got to remember the blood and start calling on it. But people don't think that stuff be like. I think that yeah. What Zachariah? Was it Zachariah or somebody else? I think it started with a Z. I just can't think of the name. Like I told you, I know stuff in the Bible. I just don't know where it's at and exactly what it say, but I know it's in there. But yeah, a lot of people don't think those things happen. But if we sit there and say stuff like, "Oh, the devil busy," he was asking me, "What do you think that means?" People really think that the devil busy mean they had a flat tire when they weren't expecting one. I went outside, my tire's flat. Oh Lord, the devil busy. No, your tire's flat, man. I ain't the devil. You didn't put no air in the tire. You rolled over a nail. It's your fault. But I'm glad you went on and pushed through and finished it. It just tells you that you got to keep a bottle of water next to you, something to drink. Yeah, Zachariah. Gotta keep. I wouldn't want God to take my eyesight. I be feeling like if you ignore what He's showing you so much, what if He closed your eyes and you can't see? I'm not trying to be on the side of ignoring or being continually disobedient to things because of whatever. I don't know what fear, unbelief, whatever the case may be. Like here today at this time of my life, yeah, I can have all the fun in the world and everything, but that don't change the command on my life, you know. So at 51, well, when I turned 51, at 50, 51-ish, I intend to do better at those things, you know. The better I do, the better it is for me. Yeah, you were saying that, and I agree with you 100%. I told my friend the other day, I said, man, stop talking about the devil. Because I'm going to tell you this, most of the stuff that we do it ourselves. If you're already doing everything wrong, ain't trying to be right, what do the devil have need of with you? He's coming for those that he knows that if they get to this other block right here and turn that corner, it's all hell about to break loose for him. So by any means necessary, I got to stop this person. I got to shut this person up. But that's where we had to be standing firm in our faith. You know, think about how many people be under that type of attack, but they don't realize the call on their life, the charge that they're supposed to be taking. They don't understand that perhaps I'm a chosen one and life is just a little bit harder for me. Perhaps this is why every time I do something, it just always falls bad for me. Things like that happen. I remember my son, when he was about like 11 years old, I used to get a lot of phone calls from the school. And the thing about my son is, I know him to this day. If he's lying, he kind of fidgety and nervous. But when he's telling the truth, when he was a kid, he cried and would be upset in that way, be a little angry in that way. But as he got older, he might punch a wall, and I'm like, look, if you punch my mama wall again, I'm gonna punch you. But needless to say, if all the kids were doing the same thing, he was always singled out. Even when he began to work, he'll be right on the brink of a what you call it, a promotion, going to another level. All hell would break out, and he's like a no nonsense type of dude. So if you f with him, I had to pray and just keep speaking it to him that you got to operate in wisdom. Every time you get to these places, you are going to come under attack. But I never realized how valuable he was until that pattern kept continuing. You know what I'm saying? He's what, 31. He has a way better grip on those things now. Finally get it. But knowing is half the battle. So when you know that you're a valuable source, when you know that you carry something that the world needs, or when you're willing to do something half these people around here wouldn't do, yeah, you're gonna start coughing. You ain't gonna be able to open your mouth in your sleep. All types of craziness will break out. That's why I don't even know how people play with God. I can't do it. I already be looking like, oh God, I'm sorry. But as usual, you was in the kind of the same thought process that I was in starting yesterday. I went to church, and I always, in thinking about things that were said in service, wow, I thought about there was one point in the service, and he was talking about not making New Year's resolutions, and I done said that so many times over here. So I love when I receive a lot of confirmation as to the way I'm thinking or feeling. I've been saying that, and that's not like a huge confirmation, but like I said, sometimes things don't need to be said in a certain time. His sentiment was just like my sentiment is, and I'm pretty sure yours should be. If you're going to do something in 2024, why not just start now? We have 28 days left in this month to start doing whatever it is we say we're going to do next year now. Because, like always, most times we say we're going to start in January, we don't start. If we've been in a place where we saying we're going to start doing something every year in the new year, and we ain't accomplished it yet, then it seems like we need to do something a little bit different, which may be start sooner. Don't do it for a new year. A lot of times we all be out here, I'm going to lose weight. Everybody getting their summer body ready in the new year. And then it be fall again. Never see a summer body. So either you lazy or you're lying. Listen, I'm going to tell you now, I ain't going to claim to have no summer body. Oh, no. Because I'm not good at keeping going with, keep going. I'll be exercising, then I'll fall off, then I like to eat a lot, then I'll exercise again, then I'll fall off. So I'm just trying to get some other kind of discipline in my life with that. Cause you would be a liar, man. I'm telling you. I ain't saying everybody that make New Year's resolutions don't do it, but the majority, even when they do it, either they don't do it or they do it and then they fall off. I'm just gonna start doing stuff now. I need a whole lot of discipline in my life. And and everything that I'm going through right now in my process, what I'm learning is, okay, you were right about this area you need discipline. And I'm also learning where I also need further discipline. Or maybe I didn't know I needed discipline in, because now I'm understanding the how or the why I need that discipline. Hold up. I might go out. Hold on. Oh, I'm still here. Okay. Um, I think that carrying forth into the new year, that's something we all could stand to pick up some discipline in some area. I don't think I know anybody is as disciplined as they could or should be. It ain't me. I tell you that. What I need from you is understand. A lot of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and clarity. And I think with all those things, things will be a lot smoother. They'll be a lot smoother. Um, a lot of times, I also think that self doubt hinders us. I think self doubt hinders us. And I think that comes by way of not only upbringing, but also our friends' selection of choices. No, I'm at the point now where I need my most valuable around me. I don't want to be in a space, where, like, the reason why I have the thumbnail that says the middle, because I feel like right now I'm in the middle of it. You know what I mean? The thing has begun. I know what it is. Now I'm moving through. I'm right in the middle. I'm in the middle of the beginning and the next phase. Nowhere near the end, but I'm in the middle of the beginning and where I need to be for that season that's coming up. So in the middle is where you're getting equipped to be able to handle all those things on the other side. It's where preferences, yeah, preferences, and just being more wise in my choices in everything, friends, everything. But I think in the middle is a part where people tend to fall off. I think it is the exact same thing I said that harvest is. I think that the middle is a great representation of the harvest, because you got to plow hard, you got to work hard, you got to do everything on a excellent, no, not perfect, but excellent as you can get it. Whether it's finding yourself in a place of not complaining. A lot of times I think we complain ourselves out of some things, because it's like, you say you need this, you have this, but it ain't what you want, what you thought, what you think. And now, oh man, but do you got it though? Do you got it? I think that in the middle is where we get tired. Some of us just stop. I just don't want to do no more. I just give up. I quit. I think we get scared. Man, I know I'm getting towards something, but I can't see what it is. So I just don't know. There's that uncertainty we come into. All those things brewing in the middle. Now imagine your circle of friends. If you got friends that are saying, "Oh, I don't know if you should do that. Let me pull you back a little bit." Shit, that was you. If I was you, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go down there. That's another one pulling you back. I need the friends that are like, shit, let's go. Or go on, girl, you got this. I don't need the people who are afraid. I don't need the people who patty cake me to death. I don't need the people that are afraid to put me in a space of even accountability. You know, if I say that I'm going to do something and then you, my friend, and you see I don't do it or I didn't do it, I would like for you to pull my coattail. I don't need no punk friends. I need them friends to be like, girl, didn't you say you was going to do it such and such? What happened? Why didn't you do it? It ain't no different than having a bunch of yes men around you. Those people that'll watch you drill yourself into the ground and will never say, don't do that, stop. I don't think that's a good idea. They'll never do that. They want to see you go down. And we'll be mad at the ones that was trying to push us into greatness versus the ones that's trying to pull us away from it. You scary as in what? Like, are you scary or are you cautious? You seem cautious to me. I don't think you scary. I think you're very cautious and you probably want to think things out and make sure it makes sense to you. But sometimes by faith, it doesn't make sense. And you can't think it out. You just got to do it. Yeah, I don't see you as scary in that sense. Like I got a friend, he got to research every single aspect of a thing. By the time you get done researching, you done missed the boat. I'm like, oh, it just got to make sense. Sometimes it ain't gonna make sense. You gotta believe it'll work. This person will, even though they see the big picture and be like, I want to do this, it looks like this, they're still gonna sit there and do a whole bunch of, I gotta do my homework. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. That's kind of hard for me to understand, I guess. But I do understand a person being cautious. But I think there's an overcautious that will have you stuck and never doing the things you're trying to do because if you spending so much time trying to find, I don't know what you're looking for after a while. It's like that person that needs 34 confirmations. At some point, you're being disobedient if you're not moving forward in a thing. We all supposed to be in a forward motion right now. No one should be spinning the block. No one should be backing up. No one should be really stopping. We got to keep going forward. I like what the man said at church. Well, the pastor said yesterday at church. He was just talking about how people that are non-believers, they believe in a thing and they move forward. Not by faith, but by the ideal thought that they can do it themselves. But here we are, we say we trust and believe God to do things for us. And we'll even say about those people, man, you ain't do that. It was God. If it wasn't for God, you wouldn't have been able to do it. We'll say those things, but we'll be the ones that's scared to move forward. They don't. All these people who got a lot of wicked things, I mean, look, a lot of things and they wicked, they got it because they have forward movement. I mean, why not be like if you scary, then make calculated steps. If it's 8 steps to your plan, take 2 and stop and check. Make sure everything good. All right, we're moving in a little more. Take another 2 steps. Or take 4 and 4. But you still got to be moving forward. But we can't stay stuck in our mind. That's the last thing you want to do is allow your mind to have you in a space where you're not moving. Because you're thinking yourself out of everything that it is you're supposed to do. When do we, if we would say we believe by faith, when do we then operate in faith? Because we know faith without works is dead. So if I say I got faith something is going to happen, but then I don't move forward, how does that work? How do those things manifest that we believe in God to see? That's a space I don't want to carry into, because I've been that person too. I ain't just this gung ho. I'm easy to start and jump out on faith, but I'm also on the other side of that sometimes. scared to jump out on faith. So I got a little scary bone in me too, atmosphere. But that's what I want to. I want to have that to decrease in my life. I want to be more focused on what it is I'm trying to accomplish. I want to be more disciplined in when I set a goal, my movement forward in accomplishing those things. More understanding that if I have a goal and it's 10 steps to it, I can't do 3 and 4 at a time. I need to have a strategy. You know, that's something God will give us too. Strategies. I don't think a lot of us will pray for strategy to understand that, oh, yeah, it's a thing. I pray for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, clarity, and strategy all the time. Because I've done some things where I didn't know how I knew it, but I was able to do it. But when you play for strategy, you'll get a little vision in your sleep or something. Anything can happen. And that strategy, it'll come together. Um, but I don't want to be always the person that we're going to use the vision board. I'm not going to make a vision board, but I'm going to use that in the place of a goal. I don't want to be the person that's not knocking those things down on that board, in that goal. I want to start something and don't finish it. I don't want to carry it and keep restarting every 6 months. I got 28 days left in this year to start on things that I've either been a little scared to move forward in, that I thought maybe I shouldn't. I have to revisit those things and be like, maybe it is something here. Whereas I was not seeing right at the time. That's where I need my clarity at. Then I need that strategy. I need to be a better steward over me. I think that if we're going to be a good steward over anything that we're blessed with or anything that we are called to operate in, then the first thing we need to do is start being a better steward of ourselves. If I'm a better steward of myself, then that means I do pay attention to where I have less discipline and I get disciplined. I do pay attention to where I may have a little fear and I get past or conquer that fear. I pull it back. When I'm being a good steward, I'm not, ugh, I'm not like going against the grain of things. I'm allowing things in my life to change as needed. When I'm being a good steward, I'm open to receiving those changes to happen because I know those changes are going to in turn cause for a better outcome for those goals that I'm putting in place, that I'm setting out to meet. It's going to make me a better disciplinary over what I reap from those things, whether it be finance or whatever else. Anything that comes from it, I need to be a good steward over everything that I have my hands on. Being a good steward protects what you have in your hand. It protects what you carry in your heart. So I would like to be a better steward of my life before 2024. No, I was kidding. I know I had to do it. I just think it's so easy to get sidetracked. It's so easy to get distracted by chatter. It's so easy to get distracted by things going on in the whole wide world. There's a lot of stuff that can draw your attention away. You ever been on the internet? Let's use TikTok, for example. TikTok is a place that you can get stuck for hours. When you only went to look at like 3 videos, you know how fast that could turn into like 150 videos? I can't afford to be stuck on TikTok. I can't afford to be stuck in Scary Mary. I can't afford to be stuck in, I think I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Well, let me double check. Let me roll back here and see. Maybe not. Maybe next year. I'm not trying to be that indecisive person. Once we fall into that indecisiveness of our movements and the things that we're setting out to do, the things that we want to see, I think it's a very thin line between or there's a thin line of you becoming a double-minded man or a woman. When we move and operate in double-mindedness, everything around us is in shambles. It's in chaos. You're going backwards and forwards. You don't know. You're just in the middle. That's why I say the middle is the hardest part. The middle is where we got to keep our mind right. The middle is where we got to make sure we stay focused. The middle is where we got to check every distraction that comes up, whether it's the fear of whatever, pride, fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of success. Most people really just don't understand how you could have a fear of success. But those are the people that'll be like, man, what happened if I do this and it brings me this? It's so great it scares them. So now they become a slowpoke about it. I don't want any of my friends to be fearful of success. Success should be ours automatically. We should be running to success. But like I said, unfortunately, a lot of people, especially people who've dealt with rejection, oh yeah, self-sabotage is the number one culprit for somebody who's fearful of success. Self-sabotage get a lot of us. Something be going so good, and then you just feel like you just gotta do something. And then as soon as you do it, you don't mess yourself up. Or you in that space of, man, I would, but I guess the person that'll be like, I don't think I can do that because blah, 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 whatever these people be coming up with. I'm a person that believes that if you can think of it, you can do it. So therefore, it's not likely you'll find me in a space of I can't, because I believe that I can. But even if I can't, I'm still going to try. I might learn something else I can do along the way. I think that's how life is set up for us to learn. Sometimes it'll be the thing we think we're supposed to be doing, but sometimes it'll be a thing that's happening in that process. Sometimes it ain't, oh, I'm about to go start this business. Maybe it was in your walk towards that, the steps you were taking. It was something. If it was 6 steps, it was something in one of those 6 steps that you needed for something that was going to be ahead of you at a later date. That's how I think life is. I think sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves and we don't, as we said before, we don't focus on the path. We focus so much on that process where we're not moving. We don't have that forward movement we need. So we're being scary. No, I'm saying. And I still don't believe you're scary. I just think that's how you describe what you mean. That's what I think. Listen, these chicken fingers is the best chicken fingers I ever had in my life today. So, no, y'all. I just really want us to have a different outlook. I'm not saying we're not accomplishing anything. I'm not saying you guys aren't reaching goals. I'm saying put your pedal, what? Put some metal to the pedal. If you've already accomplished some things, accomplish some more. If you got something that you're supposed to be like Gary, how often did we just tell Gary, go get that page? Something you got to say to these people. Now look at him. Busted down. Brown be busting it down. And what I like about Gary, he's firm in what he says. I don't know if he knows that he has a teacher's heart, but he does. I think that Gary can inspire and encourage a multitude of people, whether he realizes it right now or not. But this is the start. Just think, if he's doing his due diligence. No, I was kidding. In these here moments where it can go. I seen an interesting meme reel earlier, and it made me think how so many people are trapped up in the um I guess the organization of church versus the actual church, which is us, the people. The church resides in our heart. And they're so stuck. But there's a man that said, you got too many people worried about what's going on inside the walls. It's like, it's not about the 99 inside of the walls. It's about the ones outside. You know, when I think about that, I often would say he'll leave the 99 for the one. It made me look at that from a whole nother eyesight, like a whole nother perspective. It leaves the 99 for one. There's a lot of ones. Just like I'm sure there's a lot of 99s. So today we might help this one, but tomorrow it might be two. Those both were ones that wasn't over there doing whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the 99 doing, but he left them to go after the one. So they must have been all right. I think about that. If I can help one, make them not feel so um turned off because of some people, to help them to know that, you know, God's love isn't contingent upon you going into that building. Yes, I love church. I go to church and I'm going to keep going. But I'm also knowing that there's things that I have to do outside of that space. And it doesn't have to be churchy, you know. Everything ain't going to be churchy. You're not going to reach people like that. So I think that's the whole big misconception that I hate that people have. You go to church, they're teaching you this, and you believe in everything they say. And that's not necessarily the case. I don't care what's going on inside them walls. There's still a whole bunch of stuff I'm supposed to do out here that ain't got nothing to do with that man or woman that's standing on that stage at all. Ain't even none of my business. Kind of like what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. No, I'm kidding. But I really like the fact that when I have something on my heart or my mind, it's funny because it seems like Gary always go live and he'll be right there. You know, this all plays into that trust factor. We've been talking about that for a few weeks now. It's having that level of trust to know that you can, to know that you're more than enough, to know I got this, to know, you know, whatever it is I'm supposed to have is already there. My job is to get there, move forward. It's not a thing about what if it ain't there. If it's a promise from God, it's there. The man was preaching yesterday about the promise and the problem. Where there's a promise, there's always going to be a problem. If God is for us, He's gone before us, and it's already established, we are not supposed to be focused on how do we deal with this problem. We're supposed to be trusting that He's going to handle the problem. He's going to show us exactly what to do in our forward movement. He's going to show us exactly where to go, what to look out for. But He also talked about, I think He was in First Kings, if I'm not mistaken. He talked about how they were promised the land, and they went to scope it out, and they came back like, yes, everything God said. I mean, is everything what's the man's name? Isaac, Isaiah. I don't know. Don't give me line. Abraham. There we go. I know I did not mess that one up. It was everything that he said they were supposed to have, and they came back like, except for some giants over there. Nah, y'all know I have to tell my stories like I tell my stories. It's everything. Everything he said is there. Everything that's supposed to be ours is there. It's right there. But them giants, man, we look like grasshoppers to them. They even said it. Them giants ain't said nothing to them. So that's where our mind comes in. That when we're promised something, we're moving towards that promise. There's that little thing that says, "Why are you here? You ain't got no business over here. You can't even." And we'll sit there and think that to ourselves, and then we'll start to believe that anybody that look at us is saying the same exact thing. Now, in your mind, everybody around you doubt you, and you ain't supposed to be there. But really, they probably looking like, "Wow, who is that person?" Our mind can play terrible tricks on us in our forward movement. That's why I say that we need to get into a headspace of understanding that it is so. Whatever you have been promised, whatever that's going to be yours, you just got to walk through it. You might have to shed off some dead weight in some friends, in some family members. I believe when we do that, there are some people that we'll be able to spin back and get back with, reconcile with to some certain level. And when I say shed them off, that doesn't mean cut them off. Don't be. Now, some people you can't be their friends, but it doesn't mean treat them bad. It just means you have to move on a different playing field for a minute. It'll all make sense in a little while. But if we keep on trying to carry people who don't get it, if we keep trying to carry people that's scary with us, we're going to always be held back. We're not going to get to the next phase of our promise in order to even possibly help some of those people that's so unwilling. We have to start looking at life as not something that you only get once, but as the biggest goal that you have in your life. Everything that I'm supposed to do in my life, I would like to do, God willing. So I don't need to be strapped by fear. I don't need to be strapped by doubt. All those things will stop you, paralyze you, keep you from moving forward. We got 28 days to begin. Maybe we was already working on something. Maybe within this 28 days, you can finish that. Maybe in this 28 days, you've been thinking about a business, but you can now say, you know what, I'm going to do this. Maybe in this 28 days, you can get your LLC, get it established on paper. I don't know what 28 days look like for everybody, but I know there's something we can do besides I'm just going to wait until. There's something we can do besides that. I don't recommend that for anybody at all. Because at the end of the day, why put off until tomorrow what you can do today? Ta-da. I don't know why we do it, but we do. And again, this is usually me talking through my own thought process. But in my thought process, I understand that I'm not the only one who may think or feel any particular thing. So therefore, as I'm talking through my own ish, hey, maybe I can pull some people through with me. We can all figure it out together, as we sometimes do. And y'all know me. Whether it's what's my favorite numbers? 121 or 81. I'm gonna say it because I have to. Oh my God, crows are ugly. I'm gonna say it because I have to. I'm gonna share it when I'm supposed to. Like I said, I don't want to be caught on the other side of not saying something that I'm supposed to say. It could have been the first word that I said that was needed to be said, and then that means I did what I was supposed to do. It could be word number 15. I did what I was supposed to do. It might have been something you supposed to hear that your cousin needed. And because you heard it and you thought about them, boom, you can pass it on to them. I'm not here to be nobody's perfect little whatever. I'm not. I'm a woman living life like everybody else on here. I'm a woman who sees a lot of people who get distracted and thrown off their path as a result of things going on around us. I'm a woman who wants to be more disciplined in life. I'm a woman who wants to be more aware of those things that are against me so that I know how to fight it. You know, they say, know your opponent. If my opponent right now is discipline, then I need to master being more disciplined. We ain't always look at an opponent as a person. We can't always look at it's any opposition is your opponent. Anything that stands a chance to stop you from doing something that you should do, can do, are supposed to do. That's your opponent. Why am I fearful? Where did this start? That's the things that I do. Why am I scary in this department but not this one? Why would I jump out of an airplane first but then be scared to walk across the street? You know, I mean, that's just an example, but I'm just saying. We deal with a lot of life. And then in the end, we find ourselves in a group complaining about what we could have, should have did, what we could have been, should have been. We even find a person to blame for why we're not, instead of the person that is solely responsible for everything that you don't do. You. I told you you're not scary. I don't know your reasoning, but no, I don't get scary. Well, you might be scared to hit the panel, but well, you scared to hit panels that we know about. Scary? No. Sneaky? Yep. No, I'm scared. And but that's also good for me because I'm always going to be first partaker. So when you say something like that, how that apply to me? What if I was scary and I didn't know it? Now I can figure it out. Why? Because I recognized it. I think a lot of times if we take time to recognize those things, people will run around on YouTube and probably a lot of places, but I'm using YouTube because that's where we are. You hear so many people saying, I was triggered, I got triggered, I got triggered. But it's all triggers of BS. What about the things that trigger you from success, that trigger you from getting to success? What about the things that trigger you into being fearful? What about the things that trigger you into stopping? What about the things that trigger you into not doing something on time? You know, being a procrastinator. Or double. What about those type of triggers? Not the ones that remind you of and make you want to go back to throwing hands and all that stuff, but the triggers that really cheat you out of life. When you activate those things that cheat you out of life, man, if you don't get back into remembering whose you are and what he says about you, it's a long way back if you ever come back. You is not, no, I'm kidding. You is not talk your ish me. No, I'm kidding. About to trigger me out of my spot. That's mine. You're not about to trigger me into fussing with you. Missing some things I'm supposed to be doing to get to the greatness for my grandbabies. Oh no. You're not about to trigger me into believing that I can't, because I know I can. You're not about to trigger me into thinking that my ideal is not a good idea. It is, because it's a God idea. You're not about to trigger me into thinking I'm scared because you scared. Get away from me. That's how I see it. Get away from me. I don't want nobody around me that's not trying to go up with me and that's not trying to help me up. You know, sometimes we all need that little boost. You remember like when you used to be trying to jump a fence and you'll stop and put your hands together and the person step they foot on your hand and you know, help push them up over the gate or the wall or whatever you're trying to get over. I need them type of friends. Boost me up and over. Now I'm gonna reach back over and we gonna pull you up. Only time we talk about pulling something is when we talking about crabs in a bucket. I'm I'm gonna say it again. I ain't in nobody's bucket, so y'all can stay in there and be crabs, but I'm not. You're not about to trigger me into no crab in no barrel bucket or whatever the hell they be in. You would not trigger me into believing that this man or woman over here is holding me back or pulling me down every time I try to get ahead. If I'm getting pulled down when I'm trying to get ahead, guess who did it? I did. And that's what I'm trying to get rid of. When I sit and I'll reflect on where I am versus where I thought I'd be, where I want to be, ain't nobody to blame but me for anywhere I fell short. If I'm responsible for the things that I did do, why ain't I responsible for the things that I didn't do? It's a no-brainer. We have to get out of the spirit of blaming everybody else, whether it's the lighter skinned man or baby mom, baby daddy, whatever the case. My mama, nobody believed in me. I know somebody that believed in you far greater than everybody you ever met in your life. And he the one to put everything inside of you that you need. I understand we need that support system. I understand we need that affirmation. I understand we need that go, go, go. But you just got to make sure you're getting it from the right sources. And when you don't have it, you got to be able to do it yourself. Make up a song, shit. Go me, go get it. You got it. I don't know what we got to do, but in these days and times, we need to be fighting like hell to get it. Don't y'all want to look back over your life and be like, I remember when I was 38, I thought I wasn't going to be great. But when I turned 42, I knew what to do. And I did it. And guess what? I thought I was late, but I still wound up great. I don't know. I don't like what I be seeing. It's like I said, I would never be in a crab, a bucket, or whatever the hell they say. But when you can look before you and literally see a barrel and a whole bunch of crabs in it, when you can see that before your eyes, something wrong. We believe that, so we operate in it. I don't believe it, so I'm not gonna operate in it. I eat crabs. Well, I eat crab legs. I don't eat crabs. They ugly. But a lot of people eat crab. I think my thing right now is where I am in my headspace and in my heart. It's heartbreaking to know that so many of us have all these gifts and talents and we F over them. Some of the people, I mean, if we're going to use YouTube as an example, some of these people had a minds that could really be writing screenplays and things. Somebody went crabbing. But as to people, I think it be learned behavior. I still think it all boils down to us as individuals. I mean, yeah, we could say we live in a society that is XYZ. Cool, we understand that. But we also live in a society that we can do anything we put our mind to, but we've been conditioned to believe we can't. I just operate on a whole different frequency. I look at everything around me is, yes, there's this world is full of wicked things, but then there's the kingdom of God. I operate from that aspect. Yeah, I'm here. I'm not of it. If I believe that I have the things that are obtained through the kingdom, then I'm just going through the emotions till I get to that promise. It's very hard not to focus on the things that go on around us. It's very hard not to fall into those things. None of us will be without falling into something, so that's not the gist of it. My thing is, when you fall, we be like Donnie, get back up. I don't care how much we done learned right from wrong. We always gonna do something wrong. Be accountable and keep going. Well, if I had never did this would never happen, and I would be further. Why'd you stop? Just because you messed up once, twice, 3 times, 4 times? I don't care. We hold the keys to everything that we want, and we give up. I'm trying to do something big. Like, y'all know how I feel about that word. I ain't gave up on big. I meant that. I have not given up on that. I might not say it all the time, but that is so. It is what it is. I didn't move here for nothing to be little, for it to be the same, for it not to be greater. But I don't know everything that here is going to come into play, I guess. Now that I'm here, like I've been saying, like, oh, wait a minute. It's a little bit different than I thought. Not in a bad way, but just in the fact that now I'm on a whole nother um playing field in a sense. This is a whole new ground, whole new territory. And that's the part I don't think I factored in. I'm gonna touch down and I'm gonna keep going. No, I gotta learn my way through this terrain. I gotta figure out Meek here. I know Meek back there. Now I gotta walk into what I walked. I gotta walk out of and into what I am today. 5 weeks ago today, I crossed that state line. Probably right around this time. Yeah, if I had to guess, according to when I got here, I entered into the next phase of my journey. Vision, purpose, and warfare. Exactly. And the thing about my warfare right now, it don't seem as harsh, but I think it's very deceiving. So your discernment has to be on. I think that warfare has the ability to be a little soft, and it tricks you. You know what I'm saying? If you're not paying attention, it'll trick you. Because we used to that warfare be like that big battle. Oh, I see you, like you were saying this morning. I see them demons. Yeah, we be seeing them demons, but what about the ones that done disguised and mastered to look a little bit pretty, feel a little bit right? We have to always be aware of the fact of warfare, period. So I think the way we do that, no matter what it look like, that warfare can look like Idris Elba. No, because I don't like him like that. Other women do. I don't like Denzel like that. Who's my guy? Jason Momoa. Aquaman. No, I'm scared. It can look like him, but if I understand and stay focused on the vision and the purpose, I recognize that's that warfare. Yeah, you tried to trick me because you came looking like that tall drink of water man, aqua man, whoever the hell he is. You came looking like it, but you ain't gonna trick me because it don't go with my vision. It doesn't line up with my purpose. That's knowing those things is half your battle. That's how you beat warfare, is knowing what the vision is and understanding your purpose. Watermelon. She pulling a busted down on us on the phone today. She pulling a busted down on the phones today. Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Busted Down Productions. How can I help you? This is Watermelon speaking. This is a watermelon speaker. Yeah. But I don't know, y'all. I'm excited still. I'm grateful still. I know that my move was the right move. I feel like even in this 5 weeks, although I'm just now getting ready to work. I'm up my first day of work in like 5 days. I'm taking my stuff over to the shop today. I'm still waiting on the care package that the man is sending me with products. But lettuce wrap, I do understand that just because something changes in the way it looks doesn't mean it's different. Like far as your vision, we'll have a clear vision. But then as you move through it, things start to change, just like the seasons. We start off with these great green trees with all these leaves and maybe blooms on them or apples, pears. But as you keep going through that journey of the seasons, wait a minute, these leaves getting ugly. The fruit is gone. What happened? We have to be aware that during our journey, as we're moving forward in our purpose, just because what we see before us looks different doesn't mean it is. It just means to keep going. We have to have forward movement. We have to trust and stand on that vision. That we know that on the other side of this, no matter how many times the trees lose their leaves and they come back, no matter how many times it rains, snow, whatever the case may be, that vision stays the same. It stays the same. And we have to have forward movement. I can't say it enough. But I just want us to start now. We got 28 days left in this month, man. That's a long time. Shoot. Y'all can meet y'all a woman and be engaged in 28 days. Let me quit playing. Let me quit playing. But you really can start that business and get that LLC in order and hit the ground running January 1. You can do that. I don't know how much it is in y'all's land, but shoot, I gotta check out what it is around here. That's a shame. I need to check that out. I'm gonna get that. Yeah, y'all gonna see. I'm also learning to handle how I be like people are doors. I'm learning to handle that too. It's almost like I say it and then I forget it. A lot of times we'll close ourselves off to doors because we don't think that certain things or people are part of whatever it is we're supposed to be doing. But we have to, man. If we don't do nothing else, starting today is turn up or on your discernment. If you're doing something right now that you know it's foul, and I don't mean like, oh, I got drunk, or I mean like treating people badly for no reason. People say it all the time. Karma is a BR. Just know everything you do to somebody that ain't right, it's gonna come back on you harder. I saw something on here that really disturbed my whole peace, man, and I was very upset. Out of all the stuff that we see going on here, this thing had me upset. It wasn't somebody old acting well, they was old, but I just don't like to see our people tear each other down or tear one of their own down. It's sad. And it's sad and it's sad. It'd be like those things you hear about, but until you see it yourself, I'm disappointed. And some people, I don't think they realize how much pain they might inflict on a person while they on here playing all day. People can hate me right now for saying so, but if you are coming at people that you don't know for no reason and you're making them look bad and saying awful things about them, I would admonish you to look in the mirror. Find out what's wrong with you first. Because there's no way in the world you can point out everything wrong with somebody else, but ain't nothing wrong with you. I don't like that, man. I don't like for people to act like that. I don't like for people to have to deal with that. Everybody is not cut from a cloth of great strength. You never know that one tear down that you do of a man or woman that sends them off the edge. I wouldn't want that blood on my hand. It's like nobody has a conviction button. Everybody just go, go, go. I don't care what kind of havoc I wreak. I don't care what I say that's foul. I don't even care if my mama wouldn't approve of it. I'm going to do it anyway. Where's the conviction? Most of us have been taught right or right from wrong. But when you don't get convicted from things you do and you just continue to do these things, I'm going to just have to believe you are of Satan. You just want to act up. You are of Satan. It's so much stuff that I can do and say. I feel so bad. I'm totally convicted for sometimes the smallest things. So to be on here just going in on a person, saying so many nasty, negative, hurtful things, and never had no conviction in your heart, baby, you are Satan. You need to repent, drink some holy water and oil, cook your chicken in some anointing oil, because your throat is going to be on fire one day. Why do we think when they say touch not my anointed, we mean preachers? That means God's children. Keep playing. And don't think that you get to say, "Oh, I can tell that ain't God's child." Keep on playing. Who you think is the worst of us will be the one loved most by Him. Stop playing. It don't look good. It don't look good on men. It don't look good on women, especially those with children. I bet you the same type of things you inflict on others. What happens when it start happening to your child as a result of you being distracted by being so evil that your kid is now under attack because you left that door wide open? You ain't pulled me out the rapture. Oh, because I didn't pull you out the. I'm sorry. Maybe I just didn't get to it. Hey, Rachel. I think that's something that we all could look at. Okay, we ain't gonna look at if what I'm doing will make my mama proud, or forget my mama. What if what? Oh God, hey, He's no one. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Maybe that's how some people feel. But if you ain't got those two convictions, what about that says everything you do wrong? Maybe I won't allow it to happen to you, but I'm gonna make sure your kids suffer. What if it happens like that? What if your kids get punished from the ill that you're doing? Do we even think that far? Do we even think that far? The things that come out of our mouth will manifest and be hitting our kids' life. Words have power. I can sit here all day and call Double, Watermelon, and Gary a whole bunch of different things and talk bad about them, dirty about them. Do I really believe that that's not going to hit me sometime or another uh, um in a way of consequence? Do I really not think that I'm not going to reap what I sow? Am I going to sit here and say, "Oh, if I sow this, I'm going to get something good"? Do I think that if I sow hugs and money and all this good stuff and I can get that back, do I really think that I can say the most awful things and not get that back too? Guarantee you it's coming back. Don't find your don't find your finances under attack because you couldn't leave little Lulu over there alone. Don't find your children under attack and going through warfare. They get even equipped to fight because you won't shut up about Mr. So and so up there. Oh, you want to see the devil busy. When he get done using you, he's going to spit you out. And then all hell's going to break loose in your life. So you can really think about what you're doing now and either choose the right way or you can keep going because your day going to come. Day is going to come. We don't get to just do everything wrong and the thing ain't nothing going to happen. But it ain't going to happen right back in the way you gave it. You going to get it back worse than you gave it. It don't cost anything to be kind. And if you can't be kind, just don't say nothing. Leave people alone. Those that say it, those that repeat it, those that cheer for it, all y'all, man, gonna reap it. Hey, Bolo Bolo, please know you're gonna reap what you sow. So if you got ill intent for people and you sowing that, oh boy. And if you acting like that on a public platform, guess where it's gonna happen to you at? On that same public platform. I don't think anybody believe in God on this app mostly. Honestly, I don't. I ain't gonna say everybody, but I don't think a whole lot of people do. And if they say they do, I think they be lying. Or they really don't understand that God's wrath is real. They don't understand when he say vengeance is mine. Maybe you think you getting over here messing with people and all that good stuff. But do we honestly think that he ain't still in the business of getting vengeance for his people? I can't lose everything for trying to be an ass to somebody. I'm sorry. I don't even know if that word is supposed to came out of my mouth just now, but it did. I can't lose everything for a click and view, a super chat, cash app. I can't be unlike my father's child and lose everything. And I mean my literal father as well as God our Father. I find it hard to believe that a lot of people's parents raised them to be the way they're acting right now. But then again, I don't know. They say the apple don't fall far from the tree. I think it's a bunch of hurt little kids on here. Why? 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 I don't want to. I think it's a bunch of hurt little kids on here who never got enough attention, enough love. I don't think that a lot of people have a gauge of too much because they've never had anything except for what they're inflicting on others. I think they suffer from rejection, abandonment, pride, and probably many other spirits. But spirits is real. You always know when I'm eating. I be saying that people, even if they do believe, it's a difference in beliefs and knowing. The way people move proves right. It's no different than you know them by the fruits. I don't know if we'll all possess nine at the same time, but if you don't see none of them, something wrong with the Kool-Aid. You put flour in it and not sugar or salt. Girl, you know it's lunchtime. It's a lot of hurt people. I do believe hurt people hurt people. But if people don't deal with their pain and find some way to operate and move into a space of healing and continue to hurt other people simply because they're hurt, the destruction is not going to be good. Do anybody believe that if you just do a whole bunch of bad stuff, the worst thing can happen to you? That ain't nothing like what you're doing to other people, but I mean, like some Final Destination type stuff. I'm scared like that. Be effing with people so much and walk outside, a window fall out on you or something. I can't do it. I can joke and laugh, but when you start just being dirty, dark, and grimy and just nasty and hateful, mm-mm. I'm scared for the people. If they ain't scared, I'm scared. It's gone from hating to being pure evil because I'm gonna say it like this: demons are real. Spirits, demons, however you want to look at it. We see some of them that you can see it on their countenance. But what happens is when you open one little door, now you got room to be occupied. What starts off as a little key has now turned into a big monster. The more you stay in a dark space and open yourself up to things, the more of those things come into you. The more of those things come into you, the more control you lose. Once you lose control of yourself and those demons fully operating, you in there, but it ain't you. No, she can't be one of your wives, Bolo. I don't think people understand that. And that can be okay. Say you on here and you've been going in on somebody, and you go out 5 times a week, and you're a heavy drinker. You get effed up. Now we know we have fun when we have our cocktails and stuff, but when you doing wicked things, those drinks, they call them spirits. They open up those doors and windows and everything else to come on in. What does it profit a man to gain the world if he loses his soul? Something like that. Yeah. There's a lot of people around here that need help with their soul. And we ain't got a lot of time. We ain't got a lot of time. I think Bolo was saying that his mama said this is the year of exposure. It's been the year of exposure for a very long time. But what happens is we tend to think that because, I don't know, I guess this whole religious world, when we say that, we think that that means we're going to see preachers get uncovered for doing dirty things. No, that means all of us. If you're doing something wrong and it's on a high level, you're going to get exposed on a high level eventually. The enemy will think let you think you riding high and you're doing great and everything is just fine. But when God say enough and he cuts you down, everybody that you've been performing in front of is going to watch you fall. Going to watch you fall. And most of the people that will fall ain't even equipped to handle it. They so cocky with it. They so confident in being fucked up to people. Nobody gets to be that high on their own, account. No one gets to just be mean and evil all day, every day, consistently, and think ain't nothing gonna happen. Some of these people, man, if you ever understood what repentance means, I'll be in there like, Lord, I'm sorry, help me. He'll help you though. If you feel like you can't stop being a hellion, he'll help you. Honestly, I don't have a dislike for any. Well, I ain't gonna lie. There's a couple of people I really just don't like, but I won't say I don't love them as the Lord would have me to. I really don't like them, but I don't bother 'em. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't like somebody, I just don't like them. Period. Not. I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to see. I don't nothing. If I don't like you, I just don't like you. I did. I said that. I told you. I tried not to, but if it got to come out, it got to come out. Sometimes you got to say what's supposed to be said, how I said it. And some people be like, "Oh, well, God did say that." I don't know who told me said I said it, and I don't think he is. And I don't think he doesn't approve of what I just said because it was right. There's some people out here treating people effed up. That's not right. A whole lot of people. A whole lot of people. There's one big evil circle that's going around and around and around. And it seems to be getting bigger and bigger, but I just happen to be one to think that God lets you ride and get big as you think you're supposed to be, and then he pop your bubble. But God's bubble popping ain't the same as somebody roasting, toasting you, and making you feel a little embarrassed. Don't get stripped of some things trying to be the funniest, trying to be the one with the biggest clap, trying to be the one that humiliates the hardest or the worst. Because when that humiliation come back on you, you're not gonna be able to handle it. So if you're gonna be that person, make sure you can handle everything you're doing times 20, 100, 200, depending on what you're doing. Shut up. Atmosphere. Ain't nobody pissing my cereal. I done told you I'm commanded to press play and talk. I don't have control of this right now. Do you think I really want to be saying this? Absolutely not. I don't. Heck no. I didn't come on here to say all this. Heck no. But what I ain't gonna do is go against what I feel in my heart to come out my mouth. Mm-mm. Not right now. If I'm sitting here talking about moving forward, being a good steward and obedience and all that good stuff, I might lie about something else, but I'm not about to lie about that. And I'm gonna work on them other things I might lie about. Nah, I don't have a reason to lie, but I'm pretty sure by 5 p.m. I'll be a liar, a lying preacher or something stupid. Y'all know how it happens. But I tell you what, I don't care. Y'all better stop. How about that? I think about everything God brought me through up and out of and what he protected me from. There's no way in the world I'm about to go and do some old frivolous, crazy nonsense for some ha ha kikis, knowing full well the consequences I'm gonna suffer is gonna be great. No. Get somebody else to do it. I'm not upset. Well, I am a little upset because, like I said, I'm just disappointed in my people, man. I don't understand it, but I guess it's not for me to understand. But just based off observation over the last day, 2 days, months, few years, it ain't gonna keep carrying on like this. I promise you, it ain't gonna keep carrying on like this. Shit gonna hit the fan sooner or later. That's why I mind my business and I be like, I'm happy over here with my 5 people. 9, 8, 7, 6, 1, 21, or 81. I do not care about that. I'm not here to make you like me. If you want to hear what I got to say, I'm so excited that you're here. But if you're not, I'm not mad at you. I'm happy with the people that I have connections with. I'm happy with, the friends I have made on here. But I'm not about to sell my soul for shit, nothing. Mm-mm. Bolo. You ho ho. Deacon ho ho. See, Watermelon, Bolo believes that you should have multiple wives to build the empire. Everybody, the first wife picked the other wives. He don't think the wives gonna fight. This is gonna be a smooth running machine. So he has he had 13.5 wives, but he divorced the first one because he got jealous. So he said because he divorced her, then all the rest of them fell. I don't understand why the second one didn't become the first one, and then he get another one since he trying to run an operation. I think that's a lawsuit. But she'll come up though. Watermelon do panels. Well, not panels, but I think she'll come up on. I don't know. Let me stop talking for Watermelon. Only time I'm coming on Double Speaks panel is to check Bolo. Period. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding out loud. So Bolo, you in charge of the guest, the house guest at the church, at the Trap House Church? Whew, thank God you let me run out of that word. My God, I don't want that. Now I can just be free to be me right now. I don't have to talk about nothing else that ain't got nothing to do with me. You talking about some amen, Bolo. Atmosphere. You always over here starting trouble. He said Bolo don't swallow the seeds. She'll have you changing your name. Do you see him, Watermelon? He a hater. Little sugar diddy. Little sugar diddy, you a hater. Little sugar diddy. I already changed Bolo's name. It ain't got nothing to do with no watermelon seeds. That's Bolo the ho ho. Bo ho ho. He now that is YouTube street booty. Bolo YouTube street booty. He probably gone. Call me on live, I think. Woo, Jesus. Bolo the ho ho. That's his name forever. Bo ho ho. Bo ho ho. Bo ho ho. So how's y'all day going so far? Everything good? I didn't really ask early on because it was just like me and Atmosphere and Gary here. Watermelon's here. How's your day, hon? How's everybody that's left? How are you doing? Um, Word, if you're in the Matrix, I hope you're great. I mean, not the Matrix, the Rapture. Yeah, you be in the Rapture. Atmosphere be in the bushes. I'll also be having a special guest in the bushes. He bush watching. Like I said, everything's exciting right now though. It's coming upon my beginning of my work. I actually am still actively looking for a place. I've allowed myself to broaden my horizons and not just focus on one area like I was so gung ho about being in this area. That's what I say about sometimes your vision changes. Sometimes your vision changes, but that doesn't mean, I mean, what you see changes in the vision, but that does not mean the overall vision has changed. Sometimes there are things that are added in. Sometimes there are things that are taken away because in that part of your vision is no longer needed, but you might need this. So, you know, it's just about paying attention to those changes as they come and staying focused on the whole entire purpose and understanding what you're supposed to do in or with those changes in those moments, should they arise. You know, I think a lot of times we get thrown off because we just really be stuck in a space of thinking too dang on much. Sometimes you got to be willing to be like, okay, I just trust God and I'm gonna keep going. Even though He put me on this path and it don't look like what I thought I was going to see when I got here, I'm gonna keep going because that path never changes because He never changes. So if He never changes, then I got to trust this path. I guess that's just gonna be the word for the rest of this year and probably for the rest of next year. Trust. Seeds. What job? You wasn't doing your job. Oh, the little sugar ditty gig, little sugar ditty. He was just he was popping smoke now. He was Cap. You Cap. That's what my friend's son be telling me. Man, you Cap. I'm like, no, you're Cap. That little boy. I ain't never met a kid that was like my. We got a love-hate relationship, and he only 8. He didn't understand the assignment. All you had to do about the chicken now. No, I'm just kidding. Probably we just had it all misconstrued. He was just talking, bumping his gums, so we just had a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding. Y'all. Oh my God. I am in this car, legs up, looking at the beautiful sky. I feel like I ain't got a care in the world, knowing good and well I got a whole bunch of stuff ahead of me. But that's the way I like to feel in it all. Stop asking too many questions when he's talking about I know that one day you said you trying to take somebody out on the weekend or something like that for their birthday. You did say that. Hmm. But I honestly don't know how that came up. It was probably all Gary's fault. And I just gave you a name. Little Sugar Diddy. I think Watermelon just getting back at you for talking about them seeds all the time. And I'm just having fun. I know you don't believe in birthdays, chicken wings, Chick-fil-A, um, who knows what else. Who knows? Did them seeds put people in the spell? No, that was I don't know. I don't know if it was really a spell, because if you think about it, the name really actually is fitting. Bust it down brown. Probably just because it happened before our eyes. We got to see the change. Gary, where you at? Did you come back yet? We want to ask you some questions. Bust it down. Are you here? Are you present? So what do when your birth when okay, the day you were born, atmosphere, you don't do you accept when people be like happy birthday, do you be like, shut up? I don't believe in birthdays. His face always smell like watermelon. I need a pedicure, y'all. I need help. This is just not good. A man would have some bloody legs messing with me. Do you feel like your name change was forced, or do you think it's fitting now? Bust it down, Brown. He says your face smell like watermelon. You're stupid. Anybody coming in? Hello. We've just been sharing life today, and now we just hanging out, chopping it up, laughing with one another, having a little fun. But we've talked about having 28 days left in the year and making the most of it, not wait until January 1st to get started, but start now because oftentimes we never start January like we say, or if we do start, we be off by March. So anything that we're setting out to do in a forward fashion, moving forward now, not in January. Right now, we're probably in the middle of a whole bunch of stuff we're trying to, we done started and trying to get to the other side of. In the middle is where we grow. That's where we build character. That's when we get strategy, understanding, and wisdom. That's where we're sometimes held to be prepared for what it is that we're getting ready to walk into. So my thing is just don't give up in the middle. Keep a forward moving motion and trust the process. There's nothing that we have to do for things that are already done, except for get through that process. Oh my God, you're mysterious. No one knows the day you were born. She do be talking about, oh, the juices in the. But that's been the gist of our conversation today. If you are on the replay. And then something happened, and we had to talk about being evil and getting back evil. It's going to happen. So if you're a person that's being evil in your life to someone about something, just know you got some time to get it right. But if you don't, it's gonna come back to you way harder than what you could ever put it out. Not by me. I don't got nothing to do with it. I'm just saying we reap what we sow. Y'all say karma is a bitch, reap what you sow, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna come back. And that's in a nutshell what we talked about today. Not you, not little lettuce rat. We're gonna sing happy birthday to you every day from January 1st to January 31st. No, I'm just kidding. Or 30th. Is it 31 days in January? I don't even know. I don't believe in the months. How about that? So we're gonna delete birthday. We're gonna delete all the months too. Let's make it a thing. Let's make it a thing. You open the doors. Sees, I was being good. Wasn't I, me? Yeah, he was being good. Only thing he said today was, "Where's Busted Down Brown?" That's it. Atmosphere did really good today. He was number one here. I appreciate him. You don't go by your month, days, or years either. You just going, huh? Doing life. I'm with that. I guess for the sake of paying our bills, we need to at least know the date, but everything else, hey, I'll be on the wrong day anyway. It'll be like every time I get to Wednesday, I'll be thinking it's Monday. And every time we get to Friday, excuse me, I think it's Wednesday. We know the seasons because of the change in the weather, but whatever. You know what I mean? I just want to live life, and those are things that are going to happen. Months are going to change, seasons are going to change, all that good stuff. Like, all I care about is life. I got to get a coat because it's about to get cold outside. I do not have a coat. And it get cold here. Versus in Charleston, I can do hoodie season most of the year and be all right. Not around here. I got to get ready. We all be joking in here, watermelon. Come on now. Come on, girl. Come on, watermelon. We all be joking. They joke on me. And they know I used to be a pimp. And I be handing out them pimp smacks. They better leave me alone. So bad that somebody calling me a pimp named Milk, Meek Meek, somewhere. One of y'all been doing that. A pimp named Meet Meet. I think I was in double chat thing on a pimp named Meet Meet. It was double. Who doesn't pick out the season at watermelon besides Gary? Well, isn't it only matter as long as it has seeds? See, we be trying to make sense out of this foolishness. Hmm. I need to get this address and put it in my GPS. Hold up. All right. I thought it was gonna close me out, but it didn't. We're about to go on a field trip. I looked at one property today earlier. Now I'm about to go see the other one that I had seen. That first one was really, really, really nice too. Oh my god. I was like, oh, wait a minute now. I really liked it. Now I really need to know. Can we get it? It'll be great because it got like a backyard and everything. You can have barbecues. That's why I gotta make some friends. So when I have a cookout, I got somebody to invite. Can't live all my life with 4 friends here. I need more friends. That's one thing I think I haven't really done that I said, and to a certain extent, I still communicate with. Remember, I said I don't want to meet 5 people a day. I've been communicating with people, but I haven't really like met people to that extent. So I need to work on that too. And I might need to calm that number down from 5 because there's a lot of people. I don't know if I want to know that many people. No, I'm gonna keep it at 5 because I'm going to start working, and there'll probably be a whole bunch of ladies there that could become clients, and then boom. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why I haven't really been operating in that because it's yet to come. Boom. And I need to check. Can y'all hear me? Y'all know when I go out and come back in, I don't be knowing if you can hear me or not. Let it rain. Mm-hmm. Seize the job, man. You feel like a bully? Are you sure? Okay. Are you sure you're not bullying then? Because sometimes we feel like what we might be and we don't really realize it. You're not bullying anybody. We all be bullying each other now. I'm pretty sure Watermelon's just being silly. Okay, I need to understand. Are we for real or are we just are we in a real space so I can know what to say next? Watermelon, are you okay, man? Are you feeling that way for real or you know? So we don't want you feeling like that. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure atmosphere is just being silly as he think that we're always being. So we don't want you to feel like that. No. If there's a boundary that's being crossed, then we want to understand that and not do it again. because I do feel like, maybe we all misunderstand some things. Yeah, I don't like you. Why'd you do that? You want to come on the panel, Watermelon? You want me to drop the link? Because we really don't know. Like I said, I don't want you to feel like that if that's what you're really feeling. I don't want to. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or make them feel, some kind of way. Atmosphere, you're not helping me. I think she might be serious. I don't know how to do the link from here on the phone. Can you tell me how to do it? Hey, realist. I don't know how to do the link from the phone. I never did it on the phone. I don't think. Just layout private settings. Camera recording. Yeah, I guess. Oh well, we'll figure it out later. I think I might. Don't you gotta have to pay? Do you have to have? You don't have to have the pay thing Do you have to have the pay thing to have? You don't have to have that to have the link. Do you word? Because I didn't pay it. But I think I put down the link. If we do, then we can go do the link. But because I don't even see invite. Let me see. I'll be back, y'all. Okay. Atmosphere. Why is you playing with my watermelon now? Oh my god. Hold on, y'all. I think I done lost my navigation. Yeah, I absolutely have lost my navigation, and I don't know how or why. No, you need to be sensitive to what this woman's saying and stop joking until you know if she's really feeling some kind of way. Because at this point, I'm unsure. You know what I mean? I'm going to take it for what she's saying is valuable and she's feeling some kind of way. But I could be wrong. But stop joking, atmosphere. She don't belong to anyone, damn it. Get it right. I don't understand why my thing ain't working. Okay, so Gary is not under a spell. Stop saying that. Come back to Earth. You can't joke that hard. How you figure that man under spell? Cause he made a decision to change his name to Bust It Down Brown. What are they doing? Atmosphere. Stop it. Is you at work or is you having a TTD? What's wrong with you, man? Stop. And you know that any given moment, us women, we come on, man. We might joke with you right now, but when we ain't joking, we don't want to joke. So stop. This is not a good day. That's all I know. This is not a good day for to joke with our watermelon. She'll let you know it's okay. But today obviously is just the day that she's not feeling that, and we want to respect that. When woman tell you how she feel, don't pour it on thick and do it more. Fall back. Fall back, little brother. I'm just trying to get this GPS. Studio break. Yeah, I had to get my GPS on. We know you don't have a spell on him, watermelon. Stop falling, girl. Don't feed into this man. Stop it. Come on. Come back to the light, Carol Ann. We are respecting Watermelon's feelings. She's expressing that she doesn't want to joke today and it's a little much for her. That's what I'm saying that it is. She doesn't feel like playing today and she's feeling a little attacked by the joke. So we're trying to first we were trying to make sure that she if that was what it was, but we just want to make sure she ain't, I don't want nobody over here feeling no kind of way. So that's why I'm saying we're gonna nip it in the bud. Watermelon is not in the joking. She's not that much in the joking feeling. She's feeling jumped on with the watermelon, the seeds talk. So what? That she don't want to joke? Cause every time you say something about spitting out some seeds and then you start saying it to somebody that just start coming in here, she feels some kind of way. Read between the lines. She like you. She's still calling you lettuce wrap. We family. No, that's what I'm saying. We just trying to figure out if it was a joke, cause we always joke like this. So that's why I said if it wasn't, If she didn't feel good about it, I wanted to make sure. That's all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, let's make sure that joking is okay. Said you were attacking her. When you say that, I got to check it. I just want to make sure I'm all with the jokes, but I still want to make sure all of y'all feel, that ain't nobody feeling some kind of way and we don't know it because we're not here to do that to each other. Wow, I went way past my thing. Because I'm a girl atmosphere, and on top of that, a woman. I got it. Sometimes we don't like the same joke over and over again. It gets a lot. Just trust me. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family. Even if she wasn't joking, you was gonna keep on to make her joke after a while any old way. Mannish. You're mannish. I know you was a bad kid. I'm about convinced. Man, I went the wrong way totally. I done passed the whole street. Thanks a lot, Watermelon. I'm gonna blame that on you. I'm all concerned about you. I done missed my whole mark turn. We trying to go look at the house now. Y'all need to act right so we can get there. Can't what? Oh, you can't take the thing. It's fine. No, I just wanted to make sure he was okay. So now that I know you're joking too. He said he's sorry if C's attacked. I just don't like you very much. Can anybody else hear me? Can you hear me, Realist? Hear me now? Okay, you hear me. Watermelon, can you hear me? Yeah, I was just could you hear any of what I was saying? Oh Lord. I was just making sure you was okay, that yeah, we want to make sure because that was like different. So I wanted to make sure everything was good because I know we do be joking. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute, what's going on? I'm like, wait a minute. She be joking too. And then I'm like, well, maybe she's just having a bad day. She ain't feeling it today. So that's all. I wanted to acknowledge, if that was the case, because I know you ain't above joking, huh? We joke all the time. We jokes all the time. That's all. Just double checking to make sure everything was good. So if we was making, if it was making you feel some kind of way, we just gonna stop. Hey, she came across too serious for me. I get attacked. I'm like, wait a minute. When you start saying stuff like that around here, attacked and triggered, you gotta make sure you check it. But we ain't attacking and triggering each other. I ain't make you feel like nothing. You kept joking. Shut up. You know what I learned about you today? You are a great actor. You really are. Yeah. You're a great actor, sir. Atmosphere is crazy. I said I made him feel like crap, and he just kept on drilling the jokes in. I'm like, Atmosphere, stop it. No, I really was just being sensitive, making sure that she was okay. I thought she had to be okay because I know how she jokes. So I was a little confused. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, is everything okay? Watermelon? So yeah, I was a little bit thrown. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm thinking in my mind, I'm really saying like, what the hell is she? She must be having a bad day. Ain't no way in here. I ain't kick his butt. I was just telling him to stand down. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's make sure everything is okay. That's all. Told y'all I care about y'all crazy people. Shoot, I care about y'all crazy people. For real, care about y'all. I F with y'all the long way. No, I'm just kidding. Ain't that what they be saying in the streets? I F with you the long way. I heard that the other day. I did. Now I'm saying it. No, stop. Okay. Long as we know. Long as we know that Watermelon was not being over extra and she is okay with the jokes that she probably started anyway. And Atmosphere, you understand that we do want to do a post check in moments like that just to make sure everything is good. Because we never know. We never know when somebody might be having a bad day and what seems normal might be a little off putting for them. You can be dealing with a whole lot of stuff and they ain't really in the joke mood. You do not. You are a YouTube bully. If you feel like one, you do not feel. Oh, that's where that other El Rey Mexican tequila stuff is. Man, I'll be learning. Yeah, I just like I said, I just wanted to make sure because it was different. So I'm like, wait a minute. The first time, Kiki. Second time, I'm like, wait a minute. Gloves off. Have at it. Everything's good. Well, at least you know I'm gonna go to bat for you. And if somebody mess with Atmosphere, I'm gonna do the same thing. He just quit acting like somebody trying to make him feel like crap. If it was the other way around, I'd be like, hold up, Watermelon now. We gotta make sure Atmosphere is not feeling some kind of way. Let's do a post check on let's do a post check on Little Lettuce Wrap. Make sure everything's good. We don't want to hurt Little Lettuce Wrap's feelings. Little truck, you supposed to stop. Why you hugging on that? But he put his whole penal system on that truck. Oh, now you want to run to the bushes. Just like a man, run in the bushes. So anyway, we're back on this journey. We're going to find this other house and see what it looks like. We got to scope out the surroundings. Let me tell my story. What day you want to tell your story, Atmosphere? We're gonna let you have the mic. I would love to hear your story. It has to be funny. On this day, December the 4th, 9 days before Meek's birthday, I felt like a bully. All because she was protecting Watermelon. But what about me? I have feelings. Atmosphere has feelings too. Can't y'all imagine his story? I'm just outdone. Too funny. Woo, Lord have mercy. Help us, sister. Right? We're almost there. Let us see. Mm, this one's okay too. It's not a bad look. 1904. Not bad at all. Hold on, y'all. I might go out for a second. I gotta take a picture. All right, got my picture. Please don't do that, tricky boy. Get out of here. You forgot to say I don't know these people. You act like people, you gonna turn into them. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep on acting like people, you gonna turn into them. I feel that PSP, whatever it's called, PTSD. I got that from them last apartments I lived in. The way them kids used to be jumping above my head. Man, y'all, if I was going live then, y'all would have been like, this lady's gonna have a nervous breakdown. I found myself as a 50-year-old in the office crying. Like, so people just get to be unruly all day. What do we do? The ones that act right and follow the rules, we just gotta take it. Like, I almost went to jail behind this girl because I knocked on her door. Once I knocked on her door, I just turned away and walked away because I'm like, somebody gonna get hurt and somebody going to jail, and I ain't trying to be either one of them. So let me take my butt back down these steps. But I had it. You hear me? If you push me to that point, ma'am, do you have any idea what time your kid's going to bed? I'm getting them down now, dude. It's 11:45. When they supposed to go to bed? What the hell? I used to, man. Oh my God, that was so traumatic. I ain't lying. You be using them. That's the bad part about it. It's like stuff just be so, and then people be out here mad because you're saying the stuff they say. Well, we done heard it for a whole 3 years. What in the world are we supposed to do with it? Swallow it? No. By golly, if you got a catchy phrase, I just might use it. Not necessarily because I want to, but because I can't help it. It's been beaten to my head. Oh, look at the ocean. Now, this house right here, when I think about storms, I feel a little fearful. But at the same time, when I think about being to walk around the block and go to the beach, I feel a little excited. that's it. Yeah, it feels a little excited. But I like the other one. Both of them are good. I could live in either one of them, but I like the first one. I really do. And the first one has more bedrooms and it's cheaper than the one with less bedrooms. So logically speaking, but whichever one, I need to look up a couple more so I can have like a nice little selection to choose. That's great. Time to get the ball rolling, baby. You be using it at work atmosphere, and them people don't know what you talking about, huh? That'd be the funny part is when you start saying this stuff to people that don't have no idea what you're talking about. Oh my God, classic. It is so fun. But the worst thing is trying to explain to somebody what's going on YouTube, and they just can't get it because they wasn't. I'm like, no, you have to be there to get it. You would have had to been there. I say that so much. They're like, I couldn't watch that. I'm like, no, it's been entertaining. In real life, though. Oh, them apartments are kind of nice. One of these days, I'm gonna own a beach house. I've become a lover of the ocean. I used to be scared to live near the ocean, but once I moved to Charleston, it's just like I can do this. I really can. A lover of the ocean. So here we are. We've had a great conversation. We've had some jokes. We had some misunderstandings that we had to make sure was a joke. But see, that's what I have to do. I have to protect my chat. I don't have to. I choose to. I choose to. Because I just want us to have fun and get a good laugh or, be silly. Whatever the case may be. I want to do a topic and have like a little Q&A. Maybe tomorrow. But I don't know what topic I want it to be. I'm gonna figure that out. I did not attack you. I am not an attacker. Unless you push me, then I might have to attack. Well, if I think you're gonna hit me, yeah, I'm gonna attack you. But that's the only way. Because I refuse. Now that triggers me. The thought of someone thinking they're gonna hit me and knowing I have to punch them first. That's a trigger. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I don't be hitting people. This is so cool, man. Just to know that the ocean is right on the other side of these houses right here. I pulled over yesterday and just went and looked. Oh my God, we're so full of it. Let me tell my story. Jesse's Taqueria Grill and Bar. Dang, what they doing? Remodeling? Oh, that's a nice little something for rent. But I wouldn't want to live on this street, so it could be too much noise in it. Atmosphere want to tell his story, but he don't take our panels. He go on sneaky panels. He be sneaking around on panels and stuff. He be on there like, yeah, I got eyes like fire, hair like wood, to the likening of Jesus. Eyes like fire, hair like wood, feet like brass. Name is good. Isn't he beautiful? Isn't he beautiful? And it's nice right in here, boy. Love it. Real nice. A little too rich for my britches yet. You got a whole show on Facebook, but you won't tell nobody the information to get to it. So we don't even much care. We don't much care that you got a whole show on the Facebook because we don't even know how to find it. You're holding back and keeping it a secret from us. Ain't none of us want to have kept a secret from you. I don't understand it. I ain't know what's wrong with you people. Hey, where am I at? I know I'm on Shore Drive, but hey, them is nice. I know them suckers costing about $3 grand. We did not ignore you. We just said we thought that I thought that Watermelon was feeling some kind of way with Atmosphere's jokes about the spitting out seeds. So when I thought that she was actually, feeling some kind of way, I just wanted to make sure she wasn't. So I was trying to put a pause on the jokes just to make sure she was okay, because we don't want nobody feeling some kind of way. But at the same time, Gary, I know that what he was saying, sometimes she joke about that stuff, so it was confusing a little bit. But here nor there, if she was having a day to day where that was just too much for her, I wanted to make sure that we were sensitive to that. So that's all. Then we learned she couldn't hear me, and then she came back and said she was good. So joke's back on. She's gonna go back to spitting out those seeds and moisturizing your face. I'm just kidding. I did not attack you. I was just trying to make you hold up, stand down. Let me make sure my sis all right. I did not attack you. I keep telling you, I would have did the same thing for you. I did not attack you. I put on my sensitive. I put on Mama Meek in that moment. Wait a minute. Let me check on my babies. Let me make sure they all right. Don't mess with my babies. Yeah, it was nothing. You know how we do. We handled it. I just wanted to make sure she wasn't, having a less than perfect day, and that we wasn't like throwing salt on a wound or some gasoline on a fire or something. I don't know. I ain't attack him. You know better than to listen to him. We can't listen to him about nothing right now because he don't even want to tell us about his whole Facebook page or whatever he talking about. His show. I guess us YouTubers ain't good enough. Who tried to take some money? Oh my God, these people are crazy. I guess all is forgiven. Yes, all is forgiven because you're going to quit lying on me. I did not attack you. I protected our watermelon. He said, realist, realist popped in like, what I miss? What? Who messed with watermelon? See, that's what I'm saying. We all good. We already know. He probably was confused as me because I'm looking like, wait a minute, you be telling these same jokes. What's wrong with this girl today? Oh, wait a minute, let me be. Are you okay, watermelon? Is everything fine? Did you hear me when I was saying that, watermelon? I was like, watermelon, are you okay today? That moment when somebody get mad about the joke, they be joking about it. You be like, wait, are you okay? Is everything okay? I knew it had to be something else, even if she was upset about it. It had to be something else because it couldn't possibly be that. Y'all funny. I love you, crazy people. And you can quit. What you call it? Embellishing things, atmosphere. Stop. She did not keep saying that. And her raggy phone, she could have went out and came back in because I thought it was me. Yeah, I only called it that one time too. So that means she wouldn't kept saying it. Look, he like I was genuinely confused. I was too, but I was trying to think realistically. Like, wait a minute, let me make sure that maybe. All I know is, even if she did feel some kind of way, it had to be something else going on. It couldn't have been that. That's what I knew. I'm like, what? I'm confused a little bit. Let me make sure she okay. Hey, watermelon, are you okay? Huh, honey? Are you good? You want to hit the link? See, I dropped the link for her and everything. She didn't even take it. No, I'm just kidding. Let me quit. Anyway, today is a good day. We'll try to push through 10 more minutes and call it an evening. I don't think we got much more to talk about. We done had everything today. So what's y'all plans later on the day after work, or if you're at work, you got to go to work. What are we doing? What are we excited about on this Monday, or y'all still don't like Monday? I love Monday. Even though right now I feel like I'm just driving aimlessly. Where am I going? I ain't know. Oh, cut. You wasn't gonna take it anyway. Cut it out. You can fool some of the people. Some of the time. No, whatever they say. With Bush messed up that year. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Fool me again. Whatever he said, it was all messed up. And that was funny. Like, stay away from that type of stuff. You don't know what he says. Oh, excuse me. That was nasty. Now I need some ice cream or something. He gonna say no one is safe in this chat. Boy, hush. You better quit trying to make it like it's just. Except for our thing in this chat is just all fun. We roast each other. Y'all been here since day one. We can't help it. Don't confuse me no more though. Y'all say no one. You know what? You're not gonna put that whole blanket on this chat. Forget the jacket. Don't be trying to put it on this chat. But indeed. Dang, the sun is bright. This man crazy. Who want to go to the strip club called Clancy's? No, I'm just kidding. Let me quit playing. Something is really wrong with me.
They having a Winter Wonderland party on December 23rd. I wonder if it's an open mic night or open pole night, whatever you want to call it. Shoot. Twerk something, twerk something. Nah, let me quit playing. I can't twerk to save my life. That's a shame, too. Good Lord, know what he was doing. Like, if I give this girl the ability to twerk, she ain't coming back. 51 years old. 51, still out here twerking. All my life. Nah, that's not the reason why I never did that. I never did nothing like that because I had a daughter, and I'm a firm believer in I can't stop my kids from going in the path that they want to go, but I surely can't tell them that they shouldn't do something that I did. So therefore, I stayed away from that type of lifestyle, and I really can't twerk. That's another reason. That's the second reason. I can't dance. I can keep a beat, but I can't dance to be making a career out of it. Oh, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not my lane. I am not twerking. Shit, bad enough my knees going. You turn 50, you gotta watch out. Get some Bengay or something. We can't twerk in atmosphere. I just was saying. Lord knew what he was doing when he did not give me that talent. I have many gifts and talents, and that's not one of them. But I kind of don't think it's fair to get the equipment needed, but then don't have the talent to, you know what I mean? Like, I just think that's weird. I think that is extremely weird. But it's a blessing for me. I would tell you that. It's a blessing for me. Yes, it is. Y'all know I can't help but joke. How did I miss that turn back there, though? I need to go to a Dollar General. Oh, there go one right there, fam. Boy, stop. You need to get beat. Don't start. No, that's the problem. Atmosphere don't know how not to play. He plays too much. I don't understand. I said I didn't have that gift, and now you're attacking me. In my watermelon voice. I didn't do anything, and now I'm being attacked. Is this place even open, or is the door just broke? I might want to go to another one. Oh, that's the window that's broke. Man, I tell you. Let me get my butt somewhere. I don't want to go to this one. I don't like the street. 25% of me wish I could. The other 75 is like, girl, please. You know you can't. I know you ain't. You better sit your tail down somewhere with your non dancing self. Hey, darling, I need some clothes. Five more good minutes. Man, I ain't. You ain't what? You're confusing if nothing else. Atmosphere, you my buddy though. I must say. Even though you live in them bushes, you my buddy. You play too much, but you my buddy. Gary, you should know better than to ask him questions after he asks you a question. You should know better than to fall into that. I don't even know what he's talking about, but Don't fall for it. Bust it down. Don't fall for it. Bust it down. It's a setup. Bust it down. Beware. Don't let atmosphere make you fall into the trap. You don't want to know. Tell him. You don't want to know. Ain't none of your business. Just tell him. I don't even want to know. I ain't even much want to know. What did I come to? I just be driving, y'all. But it's the same thing I did in the Virginia Beach area, just driving and learning. Mm. Oh yeah. I'm about to go through this neighborhood just because. Might find something. Atmosphere don't even know, Gary. That's why I said don't fall for it. He trying to set you up, man. He trying to set you up, yo. Atmosphere is trying to set you up. Do not take the bait. Don't take the bait, Gary. If you ain't learned nothing else, learn not to follow atmosphere up. That's how we got to the thing about the dang on seeds and the watermelon on your face. Don't follow him up. Well, guys, I do need to get onto this internet and start finding those other two properties and then he come in like he innocent. What I do? And find two more properties to ride past. That's a goal that I have in the next 10 minutes. So I need to get to somebody's boom. Do I even got to go anywhere? Something told me to drive to this neighborhood. And I'm gonna do it. Why? Because I just rode past a house that's for rent. What it do, boo? What it do? All right, y'all, I gotta take a picture. Hold up. I don't know how many bedrooms this is, though. You didn't do anything, atmosphere. Yeah, I said I'm gonna ride through this neighborhood. I don't know why, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And turned a couple corners, and what did I see? And I said I was gonna look for two more. Now I just gotta look for one. Hey, what street am I on? Where's my ink pen? I don't remember the address. A street called Biltmore. Biltmore. Anyway, you guys, we have come to the end of our words, and as always, I had fun. I'm glad you guys came on and allowed me to share my heart and mind. That you are always here to listen to my meat talk. I hope that something touched your heart today, something you can use, or maybe something you learned that you could lose as it pertains to something I said, or maybe something for someone else It's all good as long as we get one thing out of it. Y'all know I am commanded to press play and talk, whether it's 121 or 81. So I appreciate all, however many come through. I appreciate anyone who listens to the replay. I appreciate you greatly, especially when you listen to the replay. As always, you are more than welcome to hit the Cash App as listed above or on the screen or wherever it is right below me. And but more important, it's all about you hitting the like, share, and subscribe button and telling a friend, bringing a friend. I appreciate that above all. So until next time, I definitely appreciate you guys, and I look forward to chatting with you again soon. And I'm going to go now. Have an amazing Monday, the best day of the week. We love it here. I love it here. The atmosphere trying to wave bye-bye, all good. We're going to call him Atmos Havoc. He comes to wreak some havoc. It's all good, though. Fun havoc. Fun havoc. We can appreciate it. But again, I will speak with you guys later. Much love. Bye-bye.